really enjoyed the movie. I mean, I watched the film despite all the murder. It really made me kind of yearn for a reunion with all my friends. I just wonder, do you guys ever get the chance to like get together with old school or college friends and kind of get away for a little while? Because I'm struggling these days. We're all getting too old.
You know what? I'm actually getting together with all of my best friends Juneteenth weekend to watch the Blackening.
Juneteenth, perfect time to reunion.
Haven't seen them in like 4 or 5 years, and I'm super excited. The group chat is buzzing about this movie, and I can't wait to have a little reunion.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever go to a cabin in the woods though with your friend. Like, I don't know.
I'm not doing a cabin in the woods.
No. I see people celebrate for New Year's. They always go to a cabin in the woods, and I'm like, well, don't you want to make it to the New Year?
Right.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
You mentioned group chats. Was there like a group chat for this movie? And is it one of those ones that stayed with the film? Did it continue on after the production ended?
Who have you been talking to?
Who have you been talking to?
You most definitely have a group chat.
Yeah.
What's really funny is that, like, I'm for sure not a group chat person, and they all know it, right? And so what happened was everybody was like, yo, we get along really well. We should do a group chat. And I was like, don't do a group chat, because then there's that awkward moment where you don't want to be a part of it anymore, and then how do you leave, right? So I was like, don't do it. And they were like, no, we're still going to do it. And then they had a group chat without me. Like, legit. Like, I was the only one not in the group chat because I didn't want to be in it. Right. And then they would come to work every day and they'd be laughing about stuff. And I'm like, what you all laughing about? They'd be like, it was in the group chat last night. So eventually I was like, all right, fine, put me in the group chat. And would you believe that was in 2021? I am still a part of this group chat. We were texting each other this morning.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Like, literally one of the best group chats. No, for real, we really do love each other.
Anything worse than being in a group chat is not being in a group chat. That's how I've always seen it.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I just interviewed. I've interviewed a few of the kind of great cast members in this today, and I just interviewed Jay, and Jay's impressions are so good. They literally just kill me. They're so. I just wonder, when you're on set and you're friends with someone like that, is it really tempting to ask him to do impressions? Because I didn't, but it was pretty tempting. I can't lie.
You know what's funny about that is so Jay and I did another movie called Resort to Love a couple years ago, and I remember I would throw out the most random person because he has a really great Denzel impersonation. And so one time he was doing a Denzel impersonation. I said, I got a question for you. He was like, what? I said, do Viola Davis. He was like, I don't know how to do Viola Davis. I was like, just do what you just did before. and he did it. And so I feel like for me, I always thought, maybe it's not as funny as I thought, but it was funny to me.
But he was able to do Viola Davis?
Well, Viola Davis and Denzel have a very similar cadence.
Oh, I see.
So I was like, do, you know, never mind.
No.
And that joke fell flat. No.
I wish we got to. I wish we got to spend a little bit more time with Jay. I feel like our schedules didn't really align that much. So I mean, I feel like the junkets and stuff, we kind of got to hear a couple of things, and he is hilarious, most definitely. So is Jermaine Fowler and Melvin Gregg and Sinqua Walls and Dewayne, Perkins and Grace Byers, the next Mayo.
Who was the funniest on set? They're in between takes, and I'm taking notes, by the way. I'm comparing each room.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jermaine Fowler.
Yep.
Yes.
Jermaine is so doggone funny.
It's wild.
It's crazy. But here's the thing. We all have our own different sense of humor, right? Yeah. So we were all cracking up at each other. But, like, Jermaine is, like, I don't know. He's got that, like, deadpan kind of straight wit type of humor that really takes all of us out, you know?
It's like a physical comedy that just happens in moments that you don't anticipate. Like, there are things that he would do that weren't scripted, and we're all trying to stay in character, like... like biting our cheeks and everything, but the entire cast as a whole, like everyone has their strengths, and it just ended up being like an insane party because these people are insanely talented.
He has great instincts. I feel like even not just away from set, but also just like in the scenes, things that weren't, you know, the best part is when things happen that aren't on the page.
Yeah.
And he
Can
would do so
we give
many
you a
things.
spoiler?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to give that? One moment you're talking about was when he smacked
somebody in the
King
face.
on the way out. Remember in the room when he smacked King?
He smacked somebody in the face. Yeah.
He smacked Melvin on the way out.
Unscripted.
That was unscripted, just so you know.
And
yes.
we-
And Melvin was a heck of an actor to stay with a straight face
Oh
in that
my
moment.
gosh, yes.
On the way
We were
out.
all
Yeah.
laughing. It was wild.
Yo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really funny.
I got to see the film now again to watch to see
have
that
to.
see that. Yeah, but thank you so much for your time today, guys. Much appreciated. Best luck with the release.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Do you remember that movie?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys.
Hey Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey,